Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to center an element horizontally using the margin property. So in this one we're basically going to try to get this blue box into the middle. Another positioning technique is to center a block element horizontally. One way to do this is to set its margin to a value of auto. This method works for images too. Images are inline elements by default, but can be changed to block elements when you set the display property to block. So what we're going to do is center the div by adding a margin property with the value of auto. So it's basically just setting the only div that we have. So this is it. Because it's not a class, it's actually a top level sort of element. We're just going to go margin auto. And this should pop to the middle. And if we run the test, that should pass. Okay, so it gives you an example of the image property. I sort of want to elaborate on that. I've got this image of Sydney. I can come over here and take the source URL of this city. And then, so let's use this in the free code camp and make it work. So we're going to have an image with the source equal to that URL. And then, because it's so huge, what we want to do is use styling. We want to use CSS styling. So we'll create an ID, and we're just making this up right now. We can make it anything that we want. So I'm going to call this one city. Now all this is a selector that I can use to select it using CSS. So if I go to, remember it's not dot because the period would mean that it's for a class. It's a pound, which makes it so it's for the ID. And now there's something that you don't really quite remember, maybe because they say display property to block. So we want to set the display block. And then we want to set the height to 100 pixels because it's too tall and it's too wide. And now what we can do is set our margin to auto. And we've got a centered image. And if we want to make it look a little bit better, we can create a little BR text in here, which creates a block element. Now this obviously isn't part of the tutorial at all, but I just wanted to add this in here so that you could see how to do it with an image as well as with a simple div element. If we run the tests, it looks like my added image element didn't make a difference. I'm trying to go a little bit more in depth with these tutorials because I think it's useful to see it from a different way and not just bang through the tutorials. So let me know if you guys thought this was useful and give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.